So the UK is dropping a cool £210 million to build a new digital cyber shield. But what does that actually mean for the public services we all use every single day? Let's break it all down. And look, to really get why this is such a big deal, you only have to read this warning from the government itself. The digital government minister lays it out in pretty stark terms. We're not just talking about data here, we're talking about our entire way of life.
And believe me, this isn't just some theoretical threat. These are real things that have already happened. We're talking about payroll systems at the Ministry of Defense being hit. And even more critically, huge disruptions to the NHS. Just think about that for a second. Over 11,000 medical appointments canceled. That has a direct, serious impact on people's actual health.
Okay, so we know these attacks are causing real chaos. But the big question is, why are these public services such a prime target in the first place? That's really the core problem the government is trying to fix here.
Well, the answer is actually pretty simple, and it's all around us. Our lives are digital now. Think about it. Anytime you access benefits, check your health records, or file your taxes, you're doing it online. And every single one of those digital doors is a potential way in for an attacker. All right, so given these massive weak spots, what's the plan? Well, the government's answer is a brand new cyber action plan, and it's designed to seriously beef up those digital front lines. And they are absolutely putting their money where their mouth is. £210 million. This isn't just another policy paper, it's a massive financial commitment to strengthen the whole country's defenses. And this is really the core of the whole thing. The government's cyber action plan isn't just about plugging a few leaks. It's a coordinated strategy to lift the level of security across the entire public sector. The endgame? Making sure the services you and I rely on every day are way safer and a lot more resilient. So £210 million is a lot of cash. The natural question is, where is it all going? As you're about to see, the plan is pretty multi-layered. Let's dig into the key pieces. The whole thing is basically built on three key pillars. First, they're setting up a new central cyber unit to coordinate everything, so no more departments working in silos. Second, they're rolling out new minimum security standards, so everyone is working from the same high-level playbook. And third, making sure everyone has a solid incident response plan, because, let's be honest, it's not a matter of if an attack happens, it's when. But the government is smart enough to know they can't do this all by themselves. A really crucial part of this whole strategy is teaming up with the private sector. I mean, these are the companies that live and breathe this stuff every single day. And just look at who they're bringing to the table. We're talking about heavy hitters from the tech and security world, like Cisco and Palo Alto Networks, right alongside financial giants like Santander. The whole idea is to get that top-tier expertise and share the best practices across the entire public sector. Now, it's really important to understand that this plan didn't just appear out of nowhere. To really get what's going on, you have to see it as the latest and maybe most important step in a much bigger national strategy that's been building for a while. Yeah, this timeline really paints a clear picture. You can see it starts way back in 2018 with some foundational rules. But then look at how the momentum builds. A much more powerful bill in 2025. Serious talk about banning ransom payments. And now, boom, this focused action plan. You can literally see them ramping up their response as the threat gets worse. And as the threats have evolved, you can see how the law has had to sharpen its focus. The original rules back in 2018 were about protecting these kind of abstract systems. But the new bill gets way more specific and expands that protection to the stuff we literally can't live without. Our hospitals, our power grid, our transport, and our water supply. Okay, so let's tie all this together. We've talked about policy, we've talked about a huge pile of cash, but what does it actually mean for you, for me, for everyday people? When you boil it all down, this is about making your digital life more secure. It's about knowing your health records are properly protected. It's about feeling secure when you're dealing with your taxes online. And it's about making sure the lights stay on and the water keeps running. It's all about building back trust and reliability into our digital world. And this final quote from the minister really hammers the point home. This is basically a shot across the bow to any cyber criminals out there. The message is simple. The UK public sector is not going to be an easy target anymore. This is about being proactive, not just defending, but actively trying to scare attackers off. Which, of course, leaves us with the big, lingering question. This $210 million plan is a huge, necessary step.
But cyber attacks are always a moving target. In this nonstop digital arms race, with attackers getting smarter every day, can any defense, no matter how much money you throw at it, really stay one step ahead forever? That's the challenge that lies ahead.